I grew up in a suburb of Washington, D.C. I didn't realize that we had a pretty hard life in the beginning. It was a fun life, but we were really working class family. My mom would go and she'd say, "Let's go, kids, we're going to get lost." And we'd get in a car and drive, and we'd drive for a couple hours, and then she'd pull over and say, "Oh no, guess what?" And we'd say, "We're lost." And it would be so fun to find our way home. And at the time, what I didn't know when I was a kid is it's usually because my father had a drinking problem, and so we'd end up leaving and get out of the house. But what it ended up doing, it was a wonderful lesson for me about life, about going and not being afraid to be lost and not being afraid of what's around the corner. And because it was always a really exciting journey to find our way home, so to speak. And growing up was fun, but it was hard. I failed 4th grade, okay? I wasn't the greatest student. By the time I made it to 8th grade, I had a child at 14. And so, I started off with a different path than most people. You get to a place where you look back in your life and it'll either define you, and I wasn't sure what path I was going to choose. I mean, half my friends are in jail or dead, right? And the other half have figured it out, how to live life and make it. After 8th grade, I fell pretty deep into my father and a lot of my family's tracks and just jumped into heavy drinking and just trying to mask a lot of the pain and stuff in high school, and went down the wrong road for a while and realized probably right about 12th grade that I wanted to break the cycle. I didn't want to continue down a path that my father had taken. And so I got out. I learned how to pay for college. That's what I learned. It was more about how do I get student loans and Pell Grants, and I graduated with a 2.16 actually. Thank you very much. And so yeah, it wasn't so much about the academics as it was how do I survive and get through it. Why Stearns? I thought I had nothing to lose. You have a dream and you say, let's see how far you can take this dream. And so I thought, let's see if we can do something here. As an entrepreneur, you're a little crazy just by the nature of being an entrepreneur, so you think pretty optimistic all the time. So I don't know that I ever thought about failure as this tsunami was hitting me. And I think a lot of that came from, again, being a young kid and getting in the car and going and getting lost. How you are in your personal life has a lot to do with your business life, right? And there's always going to be issues that come up in business, and you got to figure out how to work it out, right? That's just life, and that's business. I just started to reach out and find those pillars in our community that everyone respected. And so over the years of my career, I surrounded myself with excellence.